Hello everyone and welcome to Monster Camp. I'm Bryan CroiDragon, your ambiguous new human bookstore wizard. And let's get started. Play. One player. Short game. Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers, back when we were young and unafraid. With school and foray, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has a distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner, and for us it did. I know exactly who I'm playing as. Yes, they named a fridge because of course they would. Yeah, as you know, I'm indifferent. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love, we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Johima, 23. A badass bitch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Evolvi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Captain Lester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Marlo Belladonna, 23, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who is profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped for the first step route taken. And so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. As I said, I'm indifferent. My favorite. Excellent. Good choice, Bryan. All this prologue nonsense is so boring. Just to check ahead of time because it's been a while since I played this. Smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Isn't that everything? Really? I thought it was kind of fun. It helps establish character dynamics and point you in the direction of a... Skip? What, did you just cut me off to yell skip? Why are you still talking? Skip, get to the good part. Ugh, you're impossible. We'll just see you at camp, Bryan. Yeah, once the shit finally starts happening, come find me. We only had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid and we were ready to start. Yeah, that's everything. That's all it says. We just go everywhere. That day you go searching the woods for edible wildflowers to make a delicious wildflower soup. You heard that some well-known flowers like lilies and tulips are actually poisonous. You decide to find out which flowers are bad by eating them all. A few hours later, you vomited up all the contents of your stomach and have a comprehensive list of which flowers not to put in the soup next time. Nice, you gain +2 smarts. Wildflower soup forever. You stumble upon a ravi, surrounded by an odd-looking group, an orc with a lute strung across his chest, an elf with his bow, a haggard dwarven cleric, and some other cliches. Also odd is that a ravi is repeatedly hitting herself on the head. It takes you a moment to realize that she's calling for Hex to come out.
Loser.
There you are. Where did you disappear to? Sorry, I was in your ribcage seeing if I could use it to cut strips of crepe pepper into confetti, and then I got lost in your kidneys. Okay, whatever. Look, I gathered this group of valiant heroes, each with their own skill set, quirky personality, and dark backstory. Cool. Why?
Oh.
What do you mean, why? You asked me to. You said to organize a party. Honestly, I never liked you more than I did in that moment.
Awaits.
But I realized you were finally taking an interest in the things I enjoy, that you were getting excited to raid a dungeon. Raid a dungeon? No, a robbery. When I said a party, I meant party. Like with pizza and confetti and music and drinks and games. Can't you just have a normal... Can't you just have normal fun without needing to go into dark mazes like dungeons and count monsters? Gosh.
This is impossible.
I feel like we will never truly understand each other. You are so one-note, Ravi. Just like the rest of your trophy friends. I was really trying to bond. I mean, we're already bonded in that you're a curse that's attached itself to me, but I mean the spiritual kind. Ravi seems genuinely disappointed and you can't have that. Time to turn this into a party, so Hex will be happy and Ravi will be also happy. In the moment of genius, you realize exactly what party member would make the perfect party goer.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good call. Is it? Asks the bard, wrinkling his nose in adorably modest confusion. Why? Are you kidding? Look at your stats. Your charisma is through the roof and many of your skills revolve around music playing. From my limited understanding of remote social gatherings, that's pretty central. Ah, says the bard with a twinkle in his eye. It's all a matter of perspective. All classes of skills that, when used correctly, are perfect for both adventuring and partying. They do? Yes, of course, that's why it's called a party. I don't think that's right. Sure it is, just think. Leaf is a druid, so she knows exactly how to identify and use all the best herbs, if you catch my drift. And if you don't see the party applications of Layla the Rogue's use rope skill, then I don't even want to go to your kind of party. And then of course there's always Travis the party warlock. He's a warlock who's good at parties. Huh, who would have guessed?
Unbelievable!
Wow, I never realized how much crossover there really is between adventuring parties and celebratory event parties. I guess the lesson here is that, Bard, I'd love you to help organize this event, but I'd love everyone else to help too. The Bard happily agrees, and the entire party gets to work during, well, a party. The decorations are lavish, and the crowd of fun-loving adventurers immense, neither of which are things we have the budget to show, but trust me, it's totally sick, okay?
I guess you were pretty great.
Thanks for helping me throw this lavishly decoratedly... blah 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 blah. Thanks for helping me throw this lavishly decorated and immensely crowded party, Bryan. You really helped me and Hex compromise and have a great night. You're so glad to be a part of a Robbie's great night that you immediately gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Off to the lake we go. That day, you decide to take a swimming class in the lake. You learn all sorts of cool swimming techniques. The backstroke, the side stroke, the Macarena stroke. The mime having a stroke. All those strokes sure are fun, though perhaps a bit medically concerning. You gain +2 fun. You spot a Robbie Dahlia, and Calculaster, but none of them are making out with you. This is an emergency! Well, we're a fridge, so... Sup, Bryan? These nerds are all getting ready to raid a water dungeon together, and I'm using it as inspiration for my slam poetry. Yeah, normally I just don't it, but I hate water levels.
To basics.
Well, as they say, teamwork makes the dream work. I am unable to dream, so teamwork is the best I can hope for. Calculator slipped on his Calculator slipped on his waterproof case. It's oddly sensual.
So broken.
I'm so excited to crush the monsters between my muscular thighs and inspire my allies with song. Introducing Dahlia Aquino, the Barbarian. I will be coming along as the party accountant. The IRS has very strict reporting guidelines for dungeoneering income.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm gonna cause a bunch of problems. Can't have a dungeon without problems. Not since I got saddled with you, at least. Alright, let's get in there before my buffs wear off. My buffs never wear off. I'm so excited I may even have to get naked at some point for tactical reasons. Gah! Treasure! Adventure! Tactical nudity! You've got to be a part of this adventuring party. But they've already got such a strong crew. What role could you possibly fill in this water dungeon? Every party needs a CPO, or was a dungeon without a dominatrix? No, we can skip this. We can skip this. We can skip this.
You have somehow evaded natural selection.
Later you're craving a healthy dose of attention from your peers when you spot Dahlia and Countess Mishra for the campfire. So once I ripped his biceps off, he pretty much knew I'd won, but he still agreed when I asked him to go in a quick makeout before I delivered the mortal blow. So awesome!
Here for it.
Oh my god, Dahlia, you boss blue babe, you are so bad. Looks like Dahlia, Countess, Mishra, and most dishonorable hacks are conducting one of their classic girl talk sessions. You butt in as usual. How does a fridge butt in anyway? You can join our girl talk if you want, Bryan, but you better be conversing at the top of your game. Today, we're discussing the ultimate girl talk subject, crushes. Countess Mishra, you drew the short one in the rabbit spine. You're first. Who's your secret crush? The rules of girl talk dictate. The rules of girl talk dictate that you have to tell us, or at least give us hints. Whoa, is Countess Mishra about to admit that she has an emotion? And that emotion is romantic in nature? And she feels that towards another person and not a battle axe? Come on, you guys, do I really have to say it? Ugh. Well, if I have to admit it, I've always had a secret crush on that centaur mini-boss that lives right outside the woods. Countess Mishra, are you fucking serious? Is that why we keep taking those patrol shifts on the forest perimeter? Those were at 3 a.m., Countess Mishra. Whatever, I know it's kinda embarrassing, but he's pretty buff and I want to hear all the muscle squelching sounds when I crush him. What? Okay, I admitted mine. Now you have to say yours, Dahlia. Tell us who's your secret crush. This is kind of tough because I usually just tell someone directly when I'm crushing on them. Don't really bother keeping my crushes a secret. But I guess my current number crush is Timothy Chalamet. I can't stop fantasizing about crushing him. Just one of my boots could crush all of his bones. We're meant to be. Dear God, my crush is Dahlia and Countess Mishra literally mean they want to crush. Every time I get a new crush, I totally get this intense feeling of butterflies in my stomach. It lasts right up until I stop the last drop of blood out. Hee hee. Ha, I get that too. And I get kinda jealous. I don't like anyone actually press my rectum. What about you, Bryan? Any crushes we should know about? Dahlia and Countess Mishra just gave you the perfect opportunity to hint that you're interested in one of them. Flex your dome, talk skills, and crush this convo. If I'm pushing with someone, I go all in, I gear up with every weapon and toy I can think of. I'm kinky that way. Whoa, Bryan, I didn't realize you were so unprepared for adventure. Countess Mishra, are you blushing right now, or is that just a side effect of that poison worm potion you drank earlier? What kinds of equipment are you talking about? Oh, and what items do you keep in your quick draw? Anything, really dangerous? You start by describing all the raw materials in your inventory, including your gold and iridium ores. Then you slowly talk her through your ranged weapons. Well, wow, where did you get so much inventory space? You could for some merchant town in your pockets, Bryan. Finally, you show Countess Mishra the first item in your quick draw, your magic wand. Its core is made of mistletoe and ancient rail grease. It's got a +6 buff to your spell casting, and best of all, it's made of body-safe silicone. Dear God, that sounds like some fucking top-notch equipment, Bryan. It's also upgraded. Yeah, sounds like you've got the gear worthy of a warrior. Hey, do you find that your equipment ever comes in handy for boning? Happens to me all the time. Well, Dahlia, come on. It's not like any of us will think about the lewd uses for that wand. Like, for example, how good it would feel if you used it with some climbing rope. Anyway, we should change the subject. Y'all finish up the girl talk by debating which of Timothy Chalamet's bones would be the most fun to crush. Dahlia takes off afterwards, but Countess Mishra grabs you by the sleeve. Bryan, I was kind of impressed with some of that inventory stuff you were talking about back now. Guess you're not as bad at girl talk as I thought you were.
Do you want to be my support?
Maybe we could battle sometime and see who crushes who. Hell yeah! Countess Mishra is probably going to crush all the cartilage in your face, but you're going to crush her heart with the power of summer romance. I'll make my choices. The weekend is finally here, which means it's time to visit your favorite feline friend, Ron. Ron? Hola, welcome back. Here for another free drink. Go nuts, just remember to drink these dubious concoctions responsibly. There we go. Stat smoothie. I managed to distill the stats to make us who we are. The result is the stat smoothie. It's a huge, delicious boost. Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails! It's a typical bloody Camp Dome battle royale. While you're fighting to catch a breath, a severed fist flies through the air and lands in your lap. You unfold it. The fist was holding a tarnished silver locket containing the photo of a loved one, likely waiting for the hand's former owner to return home safely. You toss that behind you and often find a covered up coupon redeemable for +2 charm at Pedro's Pastrami Paradise. Rad! Thanks, Mystery Hand. You wind up in the dome playing a game of extreme dodgeball, TM, against Camp Rival Camp. You have super weak wrists and you're afraid of balls, so you volunteer to guard the jail. Jail is really just a chalk square on the ground where you're keeping prisoners from the other team, but Joy, Ravi, and Damien are all on guard duty too. Your jail has only one power, blah blah blah. Your jail only has one prisoner, but he's a duty, a Smarty the Minotaur. He's from Camp Rival Camp, and he's the sexiest over-sexualized half-man, half-bone you've ever seen. I may be inside your jail for now, but I bet I'll be inside your bodies before long. Damn, you did not listen to whatever Morty just said. You were way too distracted by the way he suddenly ran his palms over his veiny, thick, bonish thighs. Shut up, Morty. We're close friends that have supported each other through countless absurd shenanigans. We outnumber you, and besides, you're way too dumb to trick us. Foolish camp spooky babes. Guess it's time for me to break out the old Morty the Minotaur mindfuck on him. No, it seems like Joy is the alpha in your little group. So between Ravi and Damien, I guess Ravi's the beta, because she's way stronger than Damien. Just one bone's opinion. Hey, what's your hot mouth? How could you say that, Morty? I was way stronger than Ravi.
Take that, sucker.
Ha! No chance in hell, Damien. You're a scrawny demon boy with a resistance to fire and no other special moves. I'm taking shits that are higher tier than you are.
Always the same with you.
Hey, idiots, calm down. Morty is obviously just trying to pit us against each other and then escape. It happens in literally every movie. You two, come on. Back off, Joy. And Robbie, you can eat my battle asshole. I'll wreck you and your little curse too. Oh dear, excuse me. What the fucking hell? What did I do? I mean, yeah, I'll fight you, but only because I think I smelled some beef jerky in your pocket. Ugh. Whatever. I wanted on the record that I tried. Your minds are like putty in my thick, girthy hands. Now for the climax of this encounter.
Looking's for free.
Hey Joy,
But
let's ditch
touching's
this dumb
also
game.
for free.
Hey Joy, let's ditch this dumb game. If you get me out of this prison, I'll give you a back rub while you eat in perfect silence. Okay, that's kind of tempting. Morty's divide and conquer strategy is working. Find some way to resist its mind games and restore peace and trust amongst your friends. This game of dodgeball depends on it. In times get tough, you can always bring back... This one again. When times get tough, you can always bring people back together through an emotional flashback montage. Huh? A flashback montage is a really good idea. I have a montage spell I've been meaning to try out, actually. No! The power of the montage! It's too dangerous! Dimitri and I wanted a flashback montage, and we always fused together into a one mega powerful, sexy warrior.
The adventure must begin.
You had me at mega powerful. Let's do it, motherfuckers. Flashback time. You all hold hands, enjoy cast your spell. You enter this flashback space where, as the flashback leader, you have total control over the memories you watch together. And since you're trying to get your friends to stop fighting, you decide to edit some of your memories to make them a little more flashback appropriate. First, you show your friends a warm, happy memory. It's that time that Damien helps Joy learn Univertica's weakness and defeat the big bad. I could have thought that Polly and Bryan lied to me and coerced me into helping, but now I remember I helped Joy because we're great friends.
Best episode ever.
Yeah, man, that was a great season finale and a great memory of our friendship. And Cool Josh had a cameo that episode too. Next, you show your friends a memory of a Robbie throwing rocks at Damien from a tree. Technically, a Robbie was trying to kill him at the time, but you do a little editing. Oh yeah, I remember I was throwing rocks at Damien as a gesture of my appreciation for our friendship.
Fucking metal.
Hell yeah, so metal, Ravi. I still have the friendship appreciation scars all over my body. Whoa, you guys, I totally forgot, but it looks like Cool Josh was in this memory too. God, that motherfucker was the coolest. If only you show the memory that started off your whole friendship. The time you all went to the aquarium with Cool Josh on Memorial Day. Best Memorial Day ever. You guys remember how Cool Josh jumped into the shark tank and made friends with all the sharks? Haha, yeah, and the aquarium was attacked by giant robots, and Bryan got into a Gundam suit with Cool Josh and defeated the robots. That day was fucking legendary, because it's the day that Cool Josh coined his official catchphrase, "Nobody better lay a finger on my juicy ass." You and your friends laugh and laugh about your shared memories with Cool Josh. You feel a little bit guilty about editing all the memories using your flashback omnipotence. But not guilty enough to stop. You spend all day in the memory spell reminiscing and bonding together with which earns you +2 charm and +1 boldness. Nice. Okay, so to the manor. You go to the haunted manor to gain some boldness, since you found a brochure that promised some boldness if you visited. Instead, you find a mischievous demon. It was all a ruse to blah blah blah. It was all a ruse to lure you here. The demon would take 9 years of your life and take the demon to court for misleading advertising. The jury isn't fond of mischievous demons who fool people into giving years of their life up so you win, and the demon has to give you plus 2 boldness. Fuck yeah. You, Calculester, and Louis are enjoying wandering the hallways of the manor. Louis is live streaming it because apparently that's the only way they know how to enjoy anything.
Welcome to another video with Milo Belladonna.
Is this haunted room actually stretching, or is it just your imagination?
A wild Ravi appeared.
Oh, hey, what are you guys doing here? Making Disney references. My analytics show that millennials love engaging with nostalgic content because the present is consistently horrifying. How about you? I was looking in the room for treasure when I found this strange rectangular prize.
Not enough signal to process this.
Sensors decate ancient technology. A video, home message, or VHS. Insert cassette here to see images. Calculator points to a VHS player located distressingly close to Squatch region. For once you decide not to be a creep and elect to put the tape in a nearby 90s TV instead. Greeting customers and curse enthusiasts. Thank you for tuning into Pozzo's Pizza's newest, fastest, freshest guerrilla marketing campaign. We've seen how much our focus groups like this newfangled internet, and we're no strangers to the young, hip, new fads. Get ready to pizza party like it's 1999. Enjoy Pozzo's Pizza today.
If you don't tip, I will be back in 7 days to murder you.
Whoa, fancy meeting you guys here. Did someone order a pizza or something?
#fail.
Absolutely not. Moreover, now my live stream is bound to get stricken down for all the copyrighted music you use in that shoddy commercial. I can't believe I'm going to lose perfectly good clout to NSYNC of all people.
I'm not paid enough for this.
Hey, don't get mad at me, dudes. Pozzo's hasn't used this whole curse for spam marketing stunt since 2005. If you hadn't played the dumb tape, I'd be home right now.
Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh no.
My apologies, partner pizza girl. But did you say curse for spam? Should we be bracing ourselves for an incoming meat assault? This one again. Should we be bracing ourselves for an incoming canned meat assault? Ugh, no, at least that would be funny. What I think we've got here is a totally lame advertisement curse.
Curses!
Now in 7 days we'll be subjected to nothing but Pozzo's ads until we eat ourselves sick with a pizza. Fucking Pozzo's taking all the art of good cursing. That's stupid. As a future food truck owner, I disagree with dooming customers to only consume advertisements for my food, especially now that it's happening to me. Yes, Veronica, as a present influencer, this is literally my waking nightmare. I don't even know which I hate more, invasive advertisements or pizza. If I can't shake this curse, my Instagram feed will be filled with nothing but disgusting imitations of Italian cuisine. My reputation will be in shambles. I think I'm going to... Oh no, partner Louis. You appear to have fainted. Please regain consciousness immediately. Buy a hot pizza now. Convince 10 of your friends to buy a pizza or we will murder your family. Jeez, I don't know what voice to use for Calculaster when he's in his restaurant outfit. No, the curse is already setting in. You need to fix this before you end up liking the pizza girl. This one again. You need to fix this before you end up like the pizza girl, or worse, and become too obsessed with pizza to focus on boinking your friends. Escape from the pizza's reach by practicing deep meditation until you transcend the material plane. You talk to your friends into not freaking out anymore and doing some meditation together. You calmly take a seat, holding your legs over top each other like an awkward goo-goo. You pry open your third eye. You mentally release all your material possessions. You know, you don't need your Dakamura collection, your emergency popcorn maker, or your tent anymore. Well, you might still need your tent unless you want to sleep in the lake your night. But no take-backsies. And after spiraling through a trippy vaporware-like sequence, you find yourself above the material plane. Whoa, this is crazy. I don't feel the urge to eat a pizza or spend Veronica's gold on Rish at all. Indeed, says a nearby guru who shimmers with blah blah blah. Indeed, says a nearby guru who shimmers with the inner peace of someone who has never heard of an iPhone. Releasing oneself from spam ads and pizza are the two main reasons why people meditate after all. Well, that doesn't sound true, and I don't know enough about immaterialism to dispute it. It's honestly a miracle I'm even here. It is an indisputable anomaly that I am here as well, given that I am literally a material object. My servers are positively jammed with questions that I fear will have no answers.
Together.
Meh, I spam into new areas all the time. This one again. Meh, I spawn into new areas all the time. This isn't anything new. Let's just roll with it and do some sightseeing. You and your friends have fun touristing around the spiritual plane. You visit some shrines and do a ton of trippy drugs, and the best part is, there were no shitty gift shops. By the time you returned, not even the most salacious ad for a 5-star steakhouse could tempt you. You gain +10 enlightenment, which here translates to +2 charm and +1 fun. You've been waiting 20 gosh darn minutes for someone to pass you the marshmallow bag. You finally get up and realize who's hogging it.
That was pathetic.
Fuck you, LaVey. You know, I'm the best at making s'mores. I'm better than you at everything I do, and also I'm better than everyone at everything, period. Yeah, Ravi, cool. We get it. You like winning at stuff, and that's your whole character or whatever.
Listen up, noobs!
But unlike you, I have some depth now, which means I'm not just better than you at catching these marshmallows on fire because I'm an edgy pyromaniac. It's also because I have fucking anger issues, and losing at this would really piss me off. Aren't they the cutest, Bryan? Yeah, I'm talking to you, broski. I know why you're here. You want to get a taste of someone's delicious forbidden marshmallow, right? You should try judging their s'more making contest for a bit. I've been doing it for the past half hour, but I keep forgetting to give them criteria.
You're gonna eat that.
I think I just like eating free s'mores. Oh dear, excuse me. Yeah, that's one thing Damien and I can probably agree on. Hex's judging so far has been total crap.
That's crazy enough to work!
But now that Bryan is here, he can judge the s'more contest. Everyone knows that Bryan is completely unbiased and has no interior motive for trying to impress you or me with his judgment. Now, let's both be real, you definitely already know who you're gonna give the win to, even if these are objectively the two worst s'mores you've ever eaten. But hey, you came to camp to smooch, not to eat, so what bullshit criteria are you gonna use to get closer to that whole kissing your crush thing? Damien's s'more was perfect, at least for anyone looking to eat s'more reduced to charred. That's what I get. Damien's s'more was perfect, at least for anyone looking to eat a s'more reduced to a charred piece of coal. Who cares about edibility anyway?
Got a sixth sense for
Fuck!
that.
No! Skip!
Come on, Ravi.
I'll make my choices. Yes, we've been through this. Hola, welcome back here for another free drink. Go nuts, just remember to drink these dubious concoctions responsibly. There we go. Want to drink like classical palate? I'm trying to harness the beauty of art in a potion. It enhances the inner beauty of the world. All locations will become more beautiful. Just bask in it. This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Aye, ciao. Scout HQ. That day in Water Scouts, you make each other friendship bracelets. Except in Water Scout, leader pairs you randomly with your friendship bracelet recipients. I guess so Larry Lech doesn't feel left out for having no friends. You get paired with Larry, surprisingly though he's a great conversationalist. But he makes you a super heartfelt bracelet that imbues you with +2 creativity when you wear it. Larry sure is nice. Maybe there'll come a day when he's cool enough to be your friend, or at least a romantical summer fling option, but today's not that day. You duck into another of Coach's safety lectures, so you can sit behind your friends and smell their hair.
Hello, my beloved scouts.
Pop quiz, everybody! Suppose you're trapped in the woods during a forest fire. How do you survive?
Level up, loser.
Easy. I switched to one of the 11 fire-resistant armor sets I carry with me at all times.
This is the first day of the rest of your life.
Why survive when you can thrive? I'd invite some friends and organize a fire tasting. I'd run out of the woods, like, away from the fire.
Getting a badge for this.
Nice try, Joey, but fire's vision is based on movement. You lead it right to you.
This.
What? Fire can't see? Not as long as you stand perfectly still.
Boring.
I don't mean to play in coach, but none of these survival scenarios seem particularly relevant to me. An ancient curse that can't die. Got any better ones? Don't worry, Hex. I've got one that's sure to be relevant to all of you. Okay, let's say hypothetically that it's the year 3000 and Chuck E. Cheese Entertainment has supplanted all of Rhodes governments. I'm listening. Chuck E. Cheese himself has not been seen in person for Chuck E. Cheese himself has not been seen in person for years. He communicates with the populace through ever-present screens and watches them with the camera eyes of 1 million animatronic servants. Pizza has become the world's dominant religion, and children are forced to work in the fun mines, harvesting tickets from rigged arcade machines to trade for food and shelter. You're being tracked by Munch's make-believe band and are of the Chuck Cheesy and Secret Police, because today is your birthday and they want to sing to you. What do you
Not
do?
happening.
This is somehow even done on the fire thing. I'm
That's
leaving.
not a very scout thing to do.
Really, Joy? You're going to leave all these hypothetical people to die? Come on, Joy. Just say yes to a hypothetical life. It will amuse me. Joy's conflicted, Mono's in it for the loans, and Arabi's in it for the XP, but none of them have any idea how to solve this. So it's up to you to suggest a solution. Unity is strength. Pull everyone's tickets together to buy the revolutionary giraffe plush.
Here for it.
Yes, a giraffe plush is the perfect leader for a revolution. Why? I don't know. I was lying on my fence to cover my bald and idiotic statement.
Milo Belladonna, here at last.
Well, you're in luck, friend, because I, Milo Belladonna, am the world's foremost expert on giraffe facts. Did you know that a giraffe's spots are like fingerprints? No two giraffes have the same pattern, a perfect metaphor for individuality. What's more, giraffes only require 5 to 30 minutes of sleep per day. Like justice, they almost never slumber. Additionally, giraffe necks are too long to reach the ground easily, so they almost never drink water and get moisture from the plants they eat. That's not relevant in this situation, but I thought you might find it interesting. Why do you know so many giraffe facts, Milo? If you have to ask, you'll never understand, darling. The real question is, how would we get enough tickets to afford such a powerful leader?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, cheating at skee-ball. Hex, cheating at skee-ball is wrong. And inefficient. We must liberate the skee-ball machines in the name of the people. Wait, okay. Let's think this all works, and the giraffe only is the leader we need. Why would Chuck E. Cheese willingly sell us the key to their own downfall? Why does an evil empire do anything, Joy? Narrative convenience. Huh? I guess a lot of my enemies have been unexpectedly revealed their weaknesses to me during battle. That's why a thorough understanding of narrative tropes is a key element of wilderness survival.
You've earned a badge.
Well done, kids! I think we all learned a valuable lesson today, which is that I should stop eating pizza while writing my lesson plans. But also something about safety. Yay, safety! You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. That day, you go to the woods searching for edible roots to make a wilderness tea. You find lots of roots: beetroot, gingerroot, the square root of pie, the root of cauliflower. You brew it all together and it's the most delicious tea you've ever had. It's so rooted with knowledge that you gain +2 smarts. You're tired living your best camp spooky... This one again. You're living your best camp spooky life when a Robbie slides up to you, looking a little more bashful than usual. Oh, hey look, Bryan. Fancy seeing you at this place where you often hang out at this time, which I've taken note of. Look, I've enjoyed our adventures as of late, and I wanted to invite you on some sort of prom activity like a shopping trip. But then I reminded her that she doesn't shop. But then I realized I don't shop because I craft my own items, and that could be a romantic date as well. I mean, a productive time that would set us up to be well equipped for crests.
Ravi girl.
She meant what she said the first time. She definitely doodled a Ravi plus Bryan on her boots of potential marriage +3. No, you must read that because you were looking at it upside down. Because you were being clingy like always. Anyway, shut up! Bryan, are you in? Hell yeah, you are. A Ravi sets up her crafting table and you prepare for some high-quality equipment making. Alright, so I'll kick us off. I'm going to combine Potion of Silence with Yeti Skin to create a Cape of Cloaking +2. And then I'll use a broom, a feather, and a ring to craft a flying broomstick. Next, I'll put a car on a car to make a limousine. You jump in, combining a leather handbag with very loud screaming to great big pipes.
We are totally winning our lane.
Nice, I'll use pizza plus pineapple to create controversial food choice. The two of you have a great time crafting. Occasionally you reach, brush hands against each other as you reach for materials. This one again. Occasionally your hands brush against each other as you reach for materials. And is a Ravi blushing? You're getting strong vibes that she might be into you. But she may be too shy to say it outright. You should suggest crafting something sexy together to help get your flirt on. Use personal lubricant on battle axe to create sexy battle axe. Wait, sexy battle axe? How can a battle axe get any sexier than it already is? Hey, you're always up for an adventure, right? Isn't exploring the unknown a sort of an adventure in and of itself? That's deep, Hex. Let's go for it. You take some lube and rub it all over the axe, handle, and blade. This one again. You take some lube and rub it all over the axe, handle, and blade. You show the axe to a Robbie who's blushing the hardest you've seen yet. Whoa. I had no idea an axe could get so shiny. The dripping lube reminds me of enemy blood dripping off my weapons and somehow even more erotic? Are you okay, Ravi? I don't think I've ever seen you this horribly dedicated to vanquishing my foes. Of course I am, Hex. I always am. Oh yeah, I mean sure, but I was gonna say horny. Read the room, Hex. Can I touch your axe, Bryan? You go to hand it to her, but because it's covered in lube, it's super slippery, so it falls from your grasp. The smell meters away from killing you, but instead, it simply cuts your shirt open to reveal your totally tantalizing exposed collarbone. Reminder, I'm playing as a fridge. Oh my. Did you just faint on Robbie? Hey, Robbie. Wow. Your sexy collarbone and sexy battle axe really did that. And now you get the added fun of nursing Robbie back to health when she wakes up in the camp infirmary. Win-win situation. And what you win is +2 charm and +1 fun. Hell yeah. You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. Wait, you want to be my summer fling? OMG. I mean, I guess so, but not because I actually like you or anything. That'd be ridiculous. I mean, if anything, I'm just going out with you so I can learn your weakness and plot to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not emotionally vulnerable. I'm just using this as the perfect cover. It's a date.
I'm your tank. You're my healer.
The last day of camp was intense. Before the meteor shower, you two plundered dungeons and fought giant creatures all day. Afterwards, you and Ravi tended to each other's wounds in a romantic, sensual way. You never thought being an adventurer could be so adorable. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Roared nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I am there. On that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. And all my friends around that campfire are so young and unafraid, and so ready to start.
Champions of red wine, poured all over. It's what we're known for. The fine art of cross lines, crossed for old times, like starting over.
Yeah, this is very well animated.
Like the headlands, need waves to root for. You're coming over. You've done your research. It has the force of water, and we've got a lot here. The steps I take back to
And that was Monster Camp. Excellent game and might be my favorite in the series. Anyway, I'll get to Monster Road Trip sometime. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.